Hi, welcome to the latest update video from the Teagasc Pig Research Facility here in Moorepark. In the last video, I would have briefly talked about the figures from Q1 in 2025 and talked about how our born alive was steadily increasing as well. So I want to dive into that a little bit deeper, look at the first half of 2025 and some comparison figures of 2024 related to that. So if we look here first at the first graph, you can see here that I have outlined the quarters from the start of 2024 all the way up as far as the end of Q2 in 2025. And if we follow the top line of this graph, you can see here our born alive during that time. So back at the start of 2024, we were averaging in around 16, 15 and a half live born. And then you can see towards the end of 2024, there's quite a big jump where we go up a whole pig towards 16.8 up to 17 average born alive in that time. And then if we look at the bottom of the graph, this line here is showing us our average birth weight during that time. And bar some small ups and downs, it's mainly holding steady at around 1.4 kilos. Now, we were expecting to see a bit more of a decrease in that birth weight with the extra live born, but we're happy to report that we haven't seen this yet. So then if we look to our second graph, where we move from our farrowing data to our weaning data, with our main focus here is how we manage that extra pig and hopefully hold on to it and maintain it as it goes to weaning and out into the rest of the unit. So looking at the second graph, you can see here I've plotted the first half of 2024 in comparison to the first half of 2025, looking at the average weaned and the weaning weights. So you can see here with the average number of pigs weaned, this is based obviously on our 29-day lactation here in Moorepark. We've managed to hold on to that one extra pig that we have from the born alive and maintain it into weaning at that average of 14.5 in 2025. And then similarly, if you're looking at our weaning weights, they've actually increased during that timeline, with the higher limit being 8.7 in the first half of 2025. So we are seeing here on average that we are getting 10 kilos more of pig weaned per sow when we're at weaning, when we're weaning them out, compared to that same time frame in 2024. So the average in 2024 was about 115 kilos of pig weaned per sow, and then compared to 2025, we're up at about 126 kilos. Now, we're not seeing any negative repercussions in our sows during that time. We're quite happy with their intakes in the farrowing rooms, and we're increasing them where we need to. And then at weaning, we're quite happy with their body condition scores coming out, and as we monitor them into their next cycle, they're maintaining that good body condition score. Now, taking everything into account, I do think we're quite close to our maximum production figures as we are at the moment in the unit, with that higher figure of 2025, so the 14.5 average weaning and the 8.7 average weaning weight. It'll be hard to go much higher than that, I think. If we're taking all of our limitations into account with the 3-week batch system, the research work and research trials that are constantly overlapping our production in the unit, and staffing issues in the unit, it's going to be quite hard to move beyond 14.5. Even I think if our born alive was to jump up to 17.5 or 18, I think we're still going to be averaging around that 14.5, which with our limitations, as I've said, we are quite happy with it. So that's it for this update video, just looking at the farrowing and weaning data from the first half of 2025. Maybe you've seen similar jumps in your production figures during that time, and how to manage it out along into the rest of the unit. Thank you for watching, and we'll hopefully see you in the next video.